Man, what is going on with the Yankees bullpen? Seriously, these guys went through the trade deadline like they were playing GM mode on insane difficulty. They went after every closer, every late inning dog, every arm that's ever handled pressure. They got Camilo Doval. They got David Bednar. And even before that, they had already locked in Devin Williams. This isn't just a reinforcement. This is a mound revolution. But then comes the unbelievable part. With all that talent, in the first real test, the first big moment, who's out there? Doval. And what does he do? Blows in the ninth inning against Miami. Just straight up collapses. Fifth blown save of the season. And you think, okay, just a 1 OFF mistake. Nah, man. This is becoming a pattern. It's becoming an identity. And for a team that wants to make a run in October, that's a death sentence. Doval got the call on Friday. Ninth inning. Yankees leading. Pressure at max. And instead of closing it out, he melts. 3 runs. Only 1 earned, but the damage was done. And this was a game they needed to win to stay afloat in the playoff race. Meanwhile, Devin Williams, who was supposed to be the closer since April, still has an ERA over 5. That's a nightmare for any fan base. Because it's one thing to have no closer. It's another to have 3, and none of them still playing at a high level. It's like having 3 alarms on your phone and still oversleeping. Just to put the frustration in perspective, Devin Williams was a beast in Milwaukee in 2024. Tiny era, nearly every pitch was a swing and miss. He looked untouchable. And now, 5.01 era, multiple blown saves, confidence in the dirt. Doval was that electric arm from the Giants. High velocity, disgusting slider, closer mentality. But here's the catch. He's emotionally unstable. One mistake, and he crumbles. And Bednar? He put up great numbers in Pittsburgh. He's been the most consistent of the 3. But it's like Boone forgot he exists. He's just sitting there, watching from the pen while the other 2 play Russian roulette with the scoreboard. Boone even said Williams will get more chances. But here's the detail no one talks about. Williams is a free agent after this season. Doval and Bednar aren't. So why keep pushing a guy who might not even be here in 2026, while ignoring 2 relievers with control contracts who could be the future of this bullpen? It feels like a loyalty call. That could cost them a playoff spot. And this bullpen chaos is just one part of the drama. Because amid all this, there's another name that's making fans nervous. Anthony Volpe. Yes, the kid's got talent. Yes, he hit a clutch homer on Friday. No errors in his last 3 games. And yeah, he seems hot again. Since the All-Star break, he's rocking a .979 ops with 7 homers in 16 games. That's elite. But here's the problem. We've seen this movie before. Last year, post-All-Star break, he had a 1.009 ops for 2 weeks. Then, complete meltdown. Finished the season with a 0.492 ops. Played almost every game. Was a black hole at the plate. And in 2023, same story. Hot August, disastrous September. So the question is, can you trust him? Or is it time to hit the panic button? The front office already brought in Jose Caballero as a Peraza insurance policy, since Peraza wasn't producing offensively. But if Volpe falls into another late season tailspin, not even his defense will be enough to save him. The Yankees will have to act fast. Short leash. No time to wait. Caballero might have to be more than just Plan B. He might need to be the fix. The problem is that in New York, everything turns into a drama, and what should be just an infield dilemma is now spreading across the entire field. Want another example? Aaron Judge, the heart of this team. Without him, the Yankees are just another team. He's set to return, but only as a DH. And guess who's been crushing it as DH? Giancarlo Stanton. Dude's finally healthy, hitting bombs, changing games. So how do you fit both? Stanton can't play the outfield full-time anymore. His body just can't handle it. Hard truth. And Judge needs to play. Needs to get back in rhythm. But right now, the outfield is jammed. No easy way to fit Judge in without benching somebody. Austin Slater's name gets thrown around. Send him to AAA. But then you lose a solid defensive outfielder. And Stanton? You're gonna put him in the field only at Yankee Stadium, where right field is smaller than some Manhattan balconies. Sure, that works at home, but on the road, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Dude has no burst left, no range. Putting Stanton in right field in Seattle, Boston, or any big ballpark is basically spotting the other team 2 extra runs a night. It's a mess. And Boone's in the middle of it. He's got to decide, protect the vet's egos or win games. He's got to balance performance, health, and locker room chemistry. Because let's be real, the vibes are off. Stroman getting cut was a message. The Yankees aren't waiting around for veterans to figure it out. The mood is win now. And if that standard applies to pitchers, ITS applied to everyone else too. And these kinds of dilemmas only exist because the team is still in the hunt. If they were out of it, easy call. Shut guys down. Think about 2026. But no, they're still fighting. Still have a rotation that can compete, especially with Luis Gil returning. Speaking of which, he came back on Sunday and got rocked. 5 runs in 3.1 innings. Yeah, IT was ugly, but he hadn't pitched since spring training due to a lat injury. Rust is normal. What stands out though? To activate Gil, the Yankees cut Stroman. Cold exit. No hesitation. That tells you no one is safe anymore. This final stretch is going to demand brutal decisions. Boone's going to have to stand tall. Cashman might have to eat contracts. Because the Yankees can't afford to hit September still experimenting with the bullpen, still waiting for Volpe to click, still debating who should DH. Those calls need to be made now. Because if not, it's going to be another October without the Bronx Bombers. So tell me, fan, with all these new pieces, all this chaos, and all these questions, do you still believe the Yankees can turn this around? Or are we just watching the Titanic with fresh paint?